The following are some important sets of numbers and their properties as subsets. There are the natural numbers that we sometimes use for counting, like 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. These are the numbers of whole things that you might have. There are the integers, which are the positive and negative whole numbers along with 0, that might be if you wanted to keep track of a direction to your counting, like, for example, dollars spent versus dollars earned. There are the rationals, which are often helpful in measuring lengths. These are ratios or quotients of integers. The real numbers are a little bit more difficult to describe. They're limits of sequences of rationals, but you can really just think about this as meaning the whole number line. There are the complex numbers, which are a combination of the real numbers and a number called I, whose square is -1. These are actually useful in measuring certain physical phenomena that have to do with frequencies, but we'll talk about the complex numbers in more detail later. The natural numbers are a proper subset of the integers, since the integers include all the natural numbers, but they also include -1, who is not a natural number. Likewise, the integers are a proper subset of the rationals, since any integer can be written as itself over 1, which is a rational, and 1/2, for example, is a rational, but it's not an integer, hence they are a proper subset. Likewise, the rationals are a proper subset of the reals. You could think that all of the rationals are somewhere on the number line, but the number line includes other numbers, such as the square root of 2. In terms of sequences, the constant sequence of rationals converges to itself, and so that's also a real. Likewise, the reals are a proper subset of the complex numbers, since any real number is also complex. It just has 0 imaginary part. But I is a complex number who is not real, so they are a proper subset. Here is an attempt to depict all of those sets of numbers together. You have the real number line with the naturals and the integers marked and the whole number slashes. You've got the rationals, which are kind of filling up that number line, and you also have the extension of the complex plane out laterally from the number line.